Hey guys, my name is Ken. Basically, I'm just creating this video to help service-based businesses like yourself structure a meta ads campaign in 2026. I'll just be guiding you through on how to make your ad creatives, make a good offer. Then I'll be showing you how to structure your ad campaign itself on the meta ads library. And then I'll be showing you how to make a leads form to get the people interested to fill out a form to get those qualified leads. And then I'll be showing you step by step on how I use Go High Level, which is basically an automation system to follow up on leads to get that into a booked job. So basically my background is, I have a background in window cleaning. I have my own window cleaning business. I used a bunch of services in the past that did agency services in the past that managed my leads. They were all pretty crappy. They weren't up to date with any of the meta ads updates. They had pretty shitty ad creators when I saw it, and especially with meta, there's always new updates coming on and on. Just like the new Andromeda meta update, a lot of the stuff that worked in the past for a lot of agencies and Facebook businesses are not really performing now with this update, and it's only been released like for a few months. So basically I'm just creating this video in 2026 so you can implement this yourself and don't get lost with other old outdated videos to manage your Facebook ads. So first off, I'll just be guiding you step by step on the Facebook ad structure 2026 Post-Andromeda update. So we'll go through your ad creatives, your ad campaign structure starting off. There's two structures you can go with, one with higher ad budget and one with low ad budget, depending on what your budget is and what you want to do. And then gather high quality leads, and then your nurturing and how you close those leads. So first of all is your ad creative. Your offer is basically the foundation of your whole ad creative. If you have a shit offer, it most likely won't attract any customers. Like, it's basically the foundation of this whole thing. But very important, you want to use proven offers in your niche or offers that worked in the past with you. So if you already had some like offers that you made, so for example, me, window cleaning, I did $50 off all window cleaning or 10% off. And then I'd basically just say, oh, it's only 10% off or only $50 off if you give us a review. So it's basically a win-win. Or you find your offers in the Facebook ads library, which will show other Facebook ads and offers that have worked in the past, because you don't really want to reinvent the wheel. You want to use what works. But I'll quickly show you. So to access this, actually before that, and you want to make a good creative. So basically when you're in Facebook, swiping down through Facebook, looking at reels, looking at everything, you want to make something that's very engaging to stop the scroll. So normally it's like a time lapse of a video, or normally it's like you speaking, or you want to like find viral videos in your niche. So a way to find viral videos is you can either go on TikTok, search up window cleaning, and then find something that has like high views, high engagement, and you kind of want to copy that, but with your own twist to make it more like ad worthy. Or you can look in Facebook ads library again, which is a fucking cheat code on most things. So I'll just go on that right now. So you want to go to meta ads library to research up, and you want to get up here. So I use my window cleaning as an example because it's been my business. So you want to do all ads, and then you want to search up, let's go window cleaning. Let that load. So basically when you do get on here, you just want to filter this. I'm going to go to 2 and put it like a week ago. So this will basically show all the ads that have been running for more than a week. And in most cases, ads that have been running for more than a week, if they're not dickheads, are winning ads. So obviously there's going to be some really shitty ads like raising toddlers, like that have no, like, what's the word? That have no like correspondence to window cleaning. But if you use a bit of common knowledge, you can kind of, or common sense, you can kind of find some winning ads. So this one, I assume, is doing good. They have a really good offer, and they have a good ad creative. Photo of them saying $50 off. Having a photo of you as your ad creative is actually really good, because it just shows who you are and shows that you're local, I guess. And if you see the face, can make it look like you're more trustworthy. And then those other ads, all these are pretty shit. This one looks decent.
One thing people overcomplicate is the cleaning of their glass pool fence. I'm a professional cleaner. I've seen this over and over again. And
see, that one's actually a decent ad. It doesn't really sound like an ad. It just says like, oh, what's this person like what makes this complicated? So I assume this ad's doing pretty well as well. But obviously, you can always, the whole point of the meta ads and the structure I'm going to show you later is testing. So maybe this ad does well, maybe this ad doesn't, but at least it's something that's up and something that might be proven in your area. Because you never know for sure until you test them out. But you want to use the ads that have a high probability of converting leads. So this one probably has a high probability. It's been up for more than a week and they have a good offer. This one doesn't have that good offer, but you basically get the gist. You kind of find ads that are working or you see that you think would be working and you can't just copy it. So you don't want to just screenshot this, slap it in your ads and then happy days. You want to copy like the format. You maybe put your own photo, put your own words. Like for these, you can always slap it in ChatGPT with your own photo and just tell ChatGPT to add your own twist. If you have any questions, ChatGPT is your best friend as well. And then so basically in the videos, you can just kind of copy.
the window bros are going to come in the comments here and they're going to
kind of copy the video, put your own voiceover, or we can put our own voiceover, add some captions, add some music over it, and then happy days. So that's basically the offer and the video side of things. So you got your offer, you got your creative. You can follow the format or use a video ad copy. That's basically it. And some offers that we've used in the past for our own window cleaning business or other service-based businesses is save % off, get $50 this month only, make it like there's a time limit to it, and then free in-person inspection / quote if you're really hesitant in giving discounts. But I would recommend giving discounts because then you can just up price your normal price anyways, so it's not too bad. And then the ad campaign structure starting off. So there's two ad campaign structures that we use. There is an ABO to a CBO campaign, or we just use a CBO campaign. Terminology is a bit, you might not understand. I can explain it in later videos, but for now, this is basically what you use if you're spending under $20, $25 a week or a day. And this one's basically if you want to spend $50 and more a day. You get more for your money, but it's just people that don't have the budget. So for now, I'll explain the CBO campaign. I can explain the ABO to CBO campaign later on in a different video if you're interested. But I'll explain this one for the people that might not have bigger budgets. CBO, which is campaign budget optimization, is where you have an ad set and then you have a bunch of different ad creatives. So what Meta does is splits the money unevenly between all of them, but it basically puts all the budget into the video that it thinks will do the best. So in most cases that's good, but in some cases when you don't have enough budget to split the money in between, some ad creatives don't get enough money into it, so you can't really test it properly. That's where an ABO campaign would be able to split the money evenly, distribute it between all of these videos and photo creatives, and then see which ones work best, and then put into another campaign with all the top performing ads. But for now, we'll just focus on the CBO campaign, ad set, and creatives. So to do that, you go into Ads Manager. So if you don't have an Ads Manager account, it's pretty easy to do. I can explain in a different video if you want. But you basically just create your Facebook account. Probably already have one. Go into your Facebook business page and you just create an ad account basically. But what you want to do is you want to go in campaigns. We'll go into our Smart Scale 1 for now. So first of all, you want to, this is an old account as well, so that's why it's restricted. But you want to create a leads campaign. So this, for service-based businesses, there's two campaigns you can start. It's an engagement or a leads. So the leads one is basically more toward like targeting people that want to fill out forms. Engagement's like getting likes, comments, and it's good for like getting messages. But for higher quality leads, I'd recommend doing this campaign because you can always get messages in this one anyways. So you go next, and then you can create a campaign name. For example's sake, we'll just say window cleaning. Window clean. You keep these settings, and then this is the campaign budget and the ad set budget that we're talking about. So this is CBO or ABO. For example's sake, we'll do the CBO campaign right now for people that have a bit less of a budget. So 20 to 25. Oh, back on that budget as well. This is why I say $20 to $25. So for each creative, you want to have at least a minimum like $5 each. So if you have $25 spend, you do 5. If you have $20 spend, you do 4 because it's split between, because 25 divided by 5 is 5. And then for $50, this would work perfectly for this, etc., etc. But you want to have a minimum of $5 for Facebook to get enough information for the creatives to work. Alright. So after that, you set your daily budget, 20, 25, and then you scroll down. That's basically it for this section. Pretty straightforward. And then for the ad set, if it loads, you just want to do for now instant forms. You could get them into your website, but we'll just stick with instant forms right now. And let's say, for example, say you don't have a landing page. But even if you did have a landing page, I'd still do instant forms. I'll explain that a bit later. So you connect it to your Facebook page, you do maximize number of leads, scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. No, that's important. Then you go on locations. So you want to edit that location to your area. So say I'm based in Brisbane, which I am. You basically just want to drop your pin where you're based in Brisbane at your main location, and then how far you want to drive from this location. So say I want to drive not 1 kilometer, 35 kilometers away from my home location. I'll do that. It's a bit far, but I'm just using that for an example's sake. And then you want to exclude the areas away from that joint. So basically just exclude the areas. I just put exclude here and I'm just dropping pins. I normally make it a bit more refined so it's like a bit better, but you kind of get the idea right now. I'll just finish this off. Alright, so that's what it would look like. It would look a bit better, but I'm just kind of rushing through this so the video is not too long. It's kind of what it would look like. So it would target everyone in this area, and then it would exclude everyone in outside. It still excludes everyone here, but sometimes Meta does include people a bit away from the radius, so you just want to exclude that. And then you're going to scroll down. You're going to press audience suggestion optional. You don't switch anything up in here other than the age, because you don't want you don't think 20-year-old. You don't want your ads to show to 20-year-olds that can't really afford your services. So I'd probably put it up to 25, whatever demographic you think will need your services more, and then you go next. So this is where the creatives come in. So we've created our campaign, our ad set. Now we need to create just a video, photo, or a carousel. I'd recommend 2 videos, 2 photos, and a carousel just to diversify your things, your creatives, just to see what works, what doesn't. And then you create an ad name, just for example's sake, like photo of us. And then you want to put the date of the campaign if you want to kind of track everything. But for now, we'll just do that. You want to connect your Instagram account. This is our Instagram Smartscape console. Create ad. You can do single image or video or carousel. Do all of them, like, depending on your budget. And then we'll do the form later. But let's set up creative. Let's add an image ad. And then we'll use this one that we use and it was successful for us in the past. So it's basically a photo of me and my business partner with a couple reviews and photos and like words just introducing myself. I'm Ken, I'm Shan. Kind of makes it more personable. Alright, so for primary text, you want to go to the Go ad library and just see which ones work. So you kind of just want to copy what works. Or you could do a bit more research, go on YouTube, and then search up window cleaning meta ads, and then you literally find a bunch of videos kind of outlining, but you kind of have to watch them and find a good video. But in general, I just use this and get ChatGPT to make it more generalized for you, I guess. So for example's sake, we'll put the primary text there, and then the offer, $50 off. You'll just write that down, you can't copy paste it. So we'll just say 50 off window cleaning plus free fly screen. Fuck that, not 50% off, $50 off. So that's your headline. And the description is basically like how they can trust you. So that's like 500 plus clients helped, 5-star reviews, don't mind my spelling, and local Brisbane owned business. Basically just for a bit of trust. And then you just want to either do, not the sign up, I'd either do, depending on your offer, I'd do get quote or get offer. For now, we'll do get offer. And then we'll turn off all this shit and we'll just leave this on. Don't want your CTA, you already have your own CTA. Call to action. Don't want overlays, don't want complicated animations, just visual touch-ups and music is what I see. Oh, fuck, the text improvements off as well. Done. So that's basically your creative, and that'll be what it will kind of look like. You got your offer, you got your call to action, get offer, you got your description, and then you got the photo. That is something else. Oh, related media. Those are other ads that I put. Hi everybody. And then now, so you've gone through what? Your offer, your creative, your ad campaign structure. Now you want to gather the high quality of your leads either through a landing page or a Facebook leads form. So a landing page, obviously the high quality because you send them to a different tab, they fill out the forms there. Facebook leads, you get more volume, but if you structure your leads form right, I feel like you can get just as high quality with the landing pages as you can with the Facebook leads form, and it just makes it easier for clients to fill it out without going to a different website, because some people do get a bit off put when they go to an external website. So, fuck, it's raining. So you do create your form here. This is how you create your form. Title it, whatever you want to do more volume, optimized, and then next. You headline it. You could always ask ChatGPT to create some headlines for you. Just be like, fill in, I'll create it simple for now. And then description, fill in form to get, and for us to contact you. I'm kind of rushing this so we don't, because you can probably figure this out yourself, or you could ask us for more information, or ask me for more information later. But ChatGPT is always good. But so you go next. So this is where you add your pre-qualification questions to get more higher quality leads. So we'll focus on the contact information first. So your full name, you want to add a phone number, and you also want to add a street address. So I wouldn't put these as optional. I'd put email as optional, as you can like obviously call them and then grab the email. But you want your street address there so you can like have a bit of a gaze of like what it's going to look like, especially for window cleaning if I'm quoting it online, or if you want to, or for construction if you want to see how far away they are to give an in-person quote, or like etc, etc. So you want to do that. You can obviously structure it, full name first, email, phone number, the street address. And then you want to ask some pre-qualification questions. I'd recommend multiple choice. So you're kind of like filtering out all the time wasters, but you're making it easy for the people that are interested. So you're going to do multiple choice. For example, we'll do how many stories is house. You do 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3 above. You add another one. What services? Interior, exterior, both, or solo cleaning. This is also like regarding window cleaning for me. Another one, how soon would you like to get done? Or we could say within 2 days, within a week, within 2 weeks, within a month, etc. I'd put in around 3 multiple choice questions because it's not too much, not too little, but it filters out all the time wasters because people that aren't interested probably wouldn't answer all these questions because they think it's drag, but the people that are would obviously answer the questions because they want service. So you go next, if you have your privacy policy and a website linked to it, you can obviously link it there. But if you don't, I just keep it simple, turn that off, just use Facebook's privacy policy. Next again, and then headline, you're all set, and then description, thank you for contacting us. Thank you for contacting us. We will get back to you within 24 hours, which I recommend, or 48 hours, blah, blah, blah. And then you can either let them go to your website or you make them call the business, whatever preferences. If you want them to call you straight away, that's fine. I normally just get them to go to business and we'll just call them up after they fill in the form, add your link there, and then view website, call to action. So we'll create the form. I'll put my one, www.smartscaleconsulting. I think that's it. Might not be it, but yeah, basically create the form. Create the form. What is wrong? Okay, we'll just do business, call business for now then. I think the website's wrong. And then 0478985158, it's my phone number. Call to action, call now, change it. Perfect. Create form. Oh, questions is, yeah, I forgot to add a description for the questions. So just basically it's like fill in so we can know details. Or like, obviously make it sound a bit better, but you'd add then 1 week. So it kind of helps you if you haven't filled out anything. Create form. So that is basically everything done for one ad creative. So you've got your form, you've got your creative, and then basically you just want to duplicate that. Duplicate this 4 times, and then switch it up for a different creative. You add a different photo, maybe add two videos in a carousel, going back to here. So do 2 videos, 2 photos, 1 carousel. If you have a $25 budget, if you have a $20 budget, I just do 2 videos, 2 photos. And then, so that's basically the meta structure that we got to generate the leads. So this is 1 month of my own window cleaning. In 1 month I spent about $25. We spent $600 in that month. 74 leads, $8 per lead, which is really great. That was in 1 month of running ads only. So we got 74 leads in 1 month. I think we closed about 60% of them, 50-60%. And then this is another client that we just recently signed on. They were getting, this is the first week of them running ads, $22 per lead, 7 leads. This figure is a bit high only because we only started running leads for them. So Facebook is still optimizing which ads are running, which ads are working. So the ad budget is pretty high, the ad cost per lead. It was kind of the same for here, but as we started filtering out the winning ads, the cost per lead drops. And then this is another one that we've been running for one client for about 4 months, I think. They spent about $2K on ads, but they've got 152 leads at $12 per lead. So this was a house cleaning business, and they got a fuck ton of work from here. So that's basically it, but that's not the end of it, obviously. So yeah, basically back on that, gathering high quality leads. You just want to get your name, number, email, pre-qualification questions, and ask 3 multiple choice questions just to filter out all the time wasters. But after that, this is where we get into the automation. So you want to nurture and close your leads. So as soon as they fill in the form, you want to send them an SMS and an email straight away. So maybe not straight away, maybe an SMS like 6 minutes after, but automated. So I'll show you how we do that. So we use an automation system called Go High Level. There's a 1 month free trial. I can send you a link to get that 1 month. I think if you search it up yourself, you get 2 weeks, but I have a link for 1 month if anyone's interested. But basically, so after they fill in the form, you basically send an SMS. I'll get it up actually. So we'll go to Smart Scale. This is just an example of some of the automations that we do have in place. Some other clients. So new lead SMS. So when a new lead does come in, it'll trigger something, wait 6 minutes, so it looks like we're actually messaging them, not automated. So it'll be like, hi, contact first name, thanks for your inquiry, I'll give you a call shortly to chat about it. If you could reply to this too, that'd be awesome. Nice, friendly. And if they don't reply to that, then there's another wait sequence, 1 day, and then just following up. But obviously after this, you'd call them immediately. But if they don't pick up, you'd leave them on this pipeline to message them again. So that's, where is it? That's the SMS automated. It basically just warms them up, let them know you're calling them, and then when you do call them, they're basically ready for it. There's also an email saying thanks for filling in the form. If you want to do emails, that's fine. I don't think it's too necessary, but you can just add it if you want. But after that, you call them. If you book them, you've got a book job in calendar, happy days. If you don't book them in, we put them in an automated drip sequence to follow up, being like, hey, do you still want this done? Like 2 days after, then a week after, then a month after, then 3 months after, 6 months after, 1 year. Then after that, we take them off the drip sequence because they're probably not interested after a year. And then if you don't book them, and if you don't like that automated stuff, you can always just set tasks on the on Go High Level, basically just to remind you, hey, call them, text them, follow up. So back on here, if they book, happy days, book job in calendar. If they don't book, at least you're getting the most out of the lead, because most cases they're just filling in the form, and then maybe like 1 month, 2 months, 3 months after you text them, follow up, they're actually interested. And all of this is automated as well. So that's basically that. I would use this system if you're like booking online, like online quotes. You don't like go in person to give a quote, I guess. If you just want to keep it online, it just simplifies it. But if you want to automate it more and then use an AI chatbot to book in, like not book jobs, like quotes, that's at most I'd use an AI chatbot. I can go more into depth about it. There is something that we do have set up. It's conversation AI. Basically has a chat, like an AI chatbot talking to the client, booking something in. I'll show you how to set it up. So basically appointment booking. I'd only do this if you're doing in-person quotes, because then the chatbot would basically have to go into pricing, and you don't want that because you kind of want to control the pricing yourself. So you go next, bot settings, you make whatever name. Instagram, you just want SMS. You don't want any of that. And then wait time before responding. So if you want to make it sound like you're responding and not a bot, kind of just put like random 16 seconds, so they're having a chat every 16. Like when they reply, the chatbot waits 16 seconds to reply to them. So that's basically that. You can also add an initial message being like, so after they obviously fill in the form, you can be like, hey, thanks for filling in the form. Busy right now, or whatever you want to say, and we'll get back to you in a short moment. You can just obviously leave it blank and give a generic greeting. Then you go next, and then the information you want to collect is basically name, email, phone, street address. At least if you're trying to give just a quote. This is mainly for like roofers, construction workers, where like the ticket's so high that you have to go in and give a quote. It doesn't make sense. And then you want to skip if it's already filled. So basically you don't want to be asking the same question twice. And you can add your own questions as well. So like basically like other stuff in the lead form, like when do you want this done? Basically. If this is already filled from the lead form, the bot won't ask the questions if you say skip if already filled. If you want to ask some other questions as well, just to like build rapport, build conversation, you can always add that in. I would recommend it. And then appointment booking, you can allow bot to book an appointment. So basically you connect it to the calendar, and then the bot will book an appointment based on where you don't have any bookings. So if you're happy with that booking, obviously you keep it. but then you'll get a notification of the booking, and you can always just ring up the client saying like, okay, can we reschedule it for this day? But at least you know there's intent when the client does make a booking with the chatbot. So you do that, you save. Obviously this is just a demo account, so I can't save anything, but that's basically what you do for high ticket ones. I do all these other automations if you like quote on the phone, or you don't like do in-person quotes and inspections. So that's basically most of it. And then once you book a job in the calendar, we also have sequences after the job is finished, like 3 months, 6 months, 1 year follow-ups as to like rebooking the job, so you can still rinse the fuck out of that one client. So that's basically the whole system that at least we use. You can obviously make this yourself. I can send you this whole map. If you DM me, I can help you along. You can create your own ad creatives, ad campaigns, make your own automations and all that. Obviously, as a business owner, it is a lot of time to invest, but if you do have time, I'd highly recommend it. It saves you a lot of time, saves you a lot of money. And obviously with these type of results, you're going to be getting very busy following up on the meta leads, but this whole automation kind of takes it off your back a bit, gives you a bit more time. Also, but if you don't have any time for this, we can obviously set it up for you. We can just get on call, see if this whole system can be useful to you. Obviously, if it isn't, we won't go ahead, but most of the cases for lead-based businesses, service-based business in Australia, if you have trouble getting consistent leads, this whole structure will work. But yeah, if you have any questions, just put it down in the comments, I'll message you. But that's basically it. Yeah, so if you want to set up your ad campaign 2026, there it is.